first and 10. It's Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they run the option on second down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Play action. It's Jackson. And out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where will this be spotted? 10 at their own 46. They begin with Henry. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from.
Just beat you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. And that's going to be in. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Tannehill throwing again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. He was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush, because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill on the move to his left. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he's going to
move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 7. Again, Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Robert Woods on the receiving end of that toss from Ryan Tannehill. And the Titans are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Both sides better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. That ball caught.
It happened, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read. Eyes on that one. It doesn't connect.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And this one.
Don't be scared of it.
They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this.
Seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. And now the up man has it. It's a fake, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. I know, without even asking, without even looking in your direction, that you are not a fan of that call.
Oh, I wish you would look, Brandon, because I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time for a fake.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. This doesn't make any sense to me at all. This deep in your
Pressure applied, and he's going to be
perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect this quarterback, and a sack resulted.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now it's Tannehill. Open man is Burks, and he's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Henry will score. Touchdown, Tennessee. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line. Because
to throw is Jackson. And this is going to be home in by the tight end, Andrews. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Well, no matter how they, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Tannehill's throw is on target to Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 53 yards. And the Titans in for this next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times.
The line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well,
because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Here's Tannehill, rolling to his left. And into the end zone for a Tennessee, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans continue to pull away here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he'll just keep two hands on the play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tannehill. And that falls to the...
I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's caught. Left side, it's Burks. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the fourth quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, the Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Tannehill now to throw. Flushed out right. And that'll be knocked.
Watch 18. 18's the mic.
Tannehill. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
He gets this one to Burks, and he'll go out of bounds 9 yards. And that's going to make it fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this kick is not going to be close. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near
following the incompletion on 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And the whole on 2nd and goal. Jackson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
3rd and goal. Respectable. Jackson. This is caught. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jake here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the right side with Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson dancing to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And down he goes.
A few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one. And oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derek at the line, set to get going. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that part.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in from a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 71 yards. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his effort.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And the Ravens are going to take this. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th and win. Tannehill going to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man, and it's taken in. A nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson now. Out to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Gets it out wide quickly. Burks with it. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike 6.
Throwing now, Tannehill. Rolling to his right.
To do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Wide open receiver complete. And they are going to... And they will take a knee here. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And you and I, we just looked at each other and kind of had the same thought. I don't think that we saw this result coming. If they were going to win, maybe at home, but not here on the road.
No, not at all. We thought that at the end, the strength would win out, and that didn't happen. But let's give them credit. Went on the road without being intimidated. Went on the road with not just belief, but a strong belief that they could pull it off, and took advantage of every opportunity in this one.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.